At exactly 4 a.m., staring at a ceiling I couldn't afford, I realized something painful. If I kept waking up at the last possible minute, I would stay financially stuck. That was the moment I understood why the idea of billionaires wake 4 a.m. isn't really about sleep. It's about control. That morning wasn't glamorous. My bank balance was low, rent was approaching. I kept telling myself I needed more income, a better opportunity, maybe even luck. But deep down I knew the truth. I didn't need more hours in the day. I needed ownership of the first one. The people who build wealth don't wait for the world to start moving. They move first. I didn't have a money problem. I had a morning problem. I worked hard. I wasn't careless. I even tried small investments and basic savings habits. But every night I was mentally drained. So I scrolled, I reacted, I let the day decide for me. 1 month, I tracked my time and realized I was spending the equivalent of an entire work week just consuming content. Not learning, not planning, just consuming. That's when something clicked. I didn't have a financial intelligence problem, I had a focus problem. The wealthy don't necessarily know more than you. They simply think before the world interrupts them. The quiet hour before messages, emails, and social pressure begin, that's where long-term decisions are born. And no one talks about that enough. Most people check their phone within minutes of waking up. That small habit trains your brain to react instead of create. And reactive people rarely build wealth. They manage chaos. If you lose just one focused hour every morning, over a year that becomes hundreds of hours handed over to distraction. That's enough time to build a skill, start a side income stream, improve your financial knowledge, or redesign your spending habits. Instead, most people donate that time to noise. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Every time you hit snooze, you're reinforcing the identity of someone who prioritizes comfort over control. What if the alarm clock isn't annoying you, but revealing you? It's about identity, not time. Let's clear something up. Waking at 4 a.m. will not magically make you rich, but it will expose whether you can keep promises to yourself. The real power behind the billionaires wake 4 a.m. anime mindset is psychological. When you wake early, you're proving to your brain that discipline comes before emotion. And once that pattern is installed, it spreads into spending habits, saving habits, and business decisions. Morning silence creates strategy. It gives you space to think about your life instead of just reacting to it. Many high performers use early hours to read, plan, and design their priorities, not because it looks impressive, but because uninterrupted thinking is rare. Before I share the most important shift, I need to say this. Most finance advice focuses on increasing income, but income without discipline disappears. The real transformation happens when your identity changes. When you wake early and use that time intentionally, you start seeing yourself differently. Not as someone trying to build wealth, but as someone who prepares before the world wakes. Here's the insight most people miss. Waking early reduces impulsive decisions. When you start your day calmly, you're less likely to stress spend, emotionally react, or chase quick dopamine hits. You plan purchases instead of justifying them. You review goals instead of escaping them. That single psychological shift compounds over time, not loudly, quietly. And quiet habits build quiet wealth. The surprising part? The biggest benefit isn't productivity, it's confidence. When you complete something difficult before sunrise, you carry that win into the rest of your day. That momentum changes how you negotiate, how you work, and how you value your time. The idea that billionaires wake 4 a.m. anime is extreme misses the deeper truth. It's not about copying a schedule, it's about building self-control. Self-control is the root asset behind every portfolio, every business, every empire. Before money compounds, discipline does. So here's your one action. Tomorrow, wake up just 30 minutes earlier than usual. Don't check your phone, sit quietly. Write down one financial priority and one action step toward it. That's it. Not a dramatic life overhaul, just ownership of your morning. Because wealth doesn't start in your bank account. It starts in the hour no one sees. And now I'll leave you with this. If billionaires wake early to build empires, what are you building when you wake up?